Okay, I'm sat under my desk surrounded by blankets and pillows and it's already incredibly hot in here, so let's get this show on the road. Well, hello there everybody! Welcome back to another video, and this time we're doing something a little bit different. As some of you may recall from my last video, I mentioned that this channel is now officially 1 year old. And I asked you guys to send me some questions so that we could have ourselves a good old-fashioned Q&A to celebrate. So, without further ado, here we go! Question 1. What's your favourite type of duck? I mean, I wouldn't say I have a favourite type of duck. I believe all ducks are created equal, but that being said, when I was at uni there was this one duck that was pretty famous called Longboy, who's like the world's tallest duck or something. I don't know, I didn't really pay much attention. He even has his own Instagram with 47,000 followers. That means a duck has roughly... hang on, about 46,500 more followers than me. Follow me on Instagram at SamsAnimationK, thanks. If you could go back in time, what period would you go to? Dinosaurs! What's your favourite film or TV show? Hands down, my favourite show is The American Office. I just think the characters are amazing. I've watched it like 4 times now, and the writing is still hilarious to me, and nothing in this world brings me more serotonin than this music. What software do you use? I use Photoshop and Adobe Animate to make my animations, and they make me want to scream. Animate crashes all the time, but I don't know how to use anything else, and I can't tell you how many times I've lost literal hours of work because Animate was like, it's been a while since this guy's had an emotional breakdown, so I'm just gonna go. Wait, can I not just save first? No. Please, it'll only take me 1 second. Bye. What mic do you use? I use the Pseudotac ST810. I had to look that one up because I literally went on Amazon and searched USB microphone, and that was the first one that I saw. How long is the process of making the animations and music, and what software do you use for making and mixing the music? And somebody else asks, what's the process like from starting to finishing a video? It takes ages. For the music, I'll usually just make a quick piano track in Logic. It just gives me an idea of how I'm going to pace the video, and then I'll start storyboarding some scenes, and then I get bored and I'll just start making it up as I go. Come to think of it, that's probably why I usually hit a point halfway through where I'm like, this is literally the worst thing anybody's ever made. And then I'll get over that stage and I'll finish the animation, do the vocals, mix it all together, so from start to finish that process can take anywhere from a month to 2 months. Yeah, alright, I'm working on it. Ice cream or ice lolly? Ice cream. Favourite colour? Blue. Any pets? I have 2 cats. One who hates everything and everyone, and really who can blame her? And one who's just shoved away into my pillow fort as I'm recording this. Now say hello to the nice people on the internet. How long have you been drawing, and is your animation style inspired by anything? Honestly, I haven't been drawing for as long as you might think. I drew a lot as a kid, but it was only really when I decided that I wanted to learn how to animate that I started to draw again. And in terms of inspiration, the person I look up to the most at the minute is Rebecca Parron from Let Me Explain Studios. I just think her art style is really cool and professional. She makes me want to be a better animator and go to animation school and make a career out of this. So if you find yourself over there one day, tell her I said hi. And now for a question that a lot of you had. I mean, like, all these people wanted to know this. What made you want to become an animator? I mean, it's kind of a long story, but we've got time, so I'll give you the quick version. When I was 17, I wanted to take a graphic design course at uni, but everyone around me was like, but is that really a good idea? Why don't you do a proper subject like me? I'm doing physics. Which made me question everything. So when the teachers at my school came around to me and said, Sam, we think you should do an English literature degree, my impressionable little munchkin brain was like, okay. So I pack up my bags, head to uni to do English, and 9 months in, I realise, I don't like this. And I start to wish I stuck to the original plan to do graphic design. Then boom, 3 years have gone by, I move back home, start to work in retail which isn't going anywhere, and boom, a horrible boss appears out of nowhere and I am miserable! And boom! I find a video by Jaden Animations called I Attempted a Pokemon Nuzlocke, and it was the first thing that made me laugh in months. And I think to myself, I could do this. So a few days later, I buy a graphics tablet, I download Animate, I do an awful lot of YouTubing in the process, and eventually, 2.5 months later, I made this. My animated cover for Champagne Problems was literally the first animation I ever made, and you guys seem to really like it. So that's how we got here. That's what first made me want to become an animator, which leads me very nicely onto our final question. What would you say to inspire your supporters and viewers? Without wanting to sound too much like something you'd hear on some dramatic reality show, I'd say if you're in school or deciding what the next step in life is for you, do what you feel is right, not what others tell you to do or expect from you, because life is far too short to spend it committing to a decision that you wish you'd never made in the first place. At some point, you have to take a bet on yourself. Alright, on that note, I'm gonna love you and leave you because it's incredibly hot in here now. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Ooh, also, sorry, by the way, me again, hello. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this kind of voiceover style video, because I'd really love to make more of them. I've certainly got loads of stories that I think would be really fun to animate for future videos, so if you liked it, I'll definitely make more of them. Anyway, I'm actually gonna go now. Okay, bye, bye, bye. Say goodbye.